Hi guys, so this is the fourth time I've started this video and then have had to pause it for some random reason. So yeah, okay, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, what I love is that you guys sent me the right questions and those questions are going to make up today's lecture. What is interesting is that the questions are actually just the right pertinent angle into what we need to know about industrialization. काफ़ी सारी चीज़ों के बारे में मैं कहूँगी ये बहुत एडवांस्ड है, इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये किसी और मॉड्यूल का हिस्सा है, लेकिन मैंने करना क्या है कि आई जस्ट बेसिकली वांट यू टू गेट इनटू the essence of what it is what strategies are there that countries do end up following. ठीक है, अच्छा, सबसे पहला सवाल, oh by the way, these questions are not in a specific order, so they're not chronologically going up कि जी पहला ये होता है फिर दूसरा ये होता है. मैंने इनको किया क्या कि मैंने सारों के questions पकड़े और उनको लिस्ट डाउन कर लिया, एंड सिंस आई डोंट हैव अ प्रिंटर आई हैव टू काइंड ऑफ राइट देम डाउन विद बाय हैंड, विच इज़ फाइन बिकॉज दैट बेसिकली meant कि every time I was writing a question down I was thinking about the answer for it. And so the lecture will make sense to all of you who have done the reading, who have asked the questions. It will not make sense to those of you who have just basically sent me, और वो ऐसे हैं और ironically उनका नाम भी लिखा हुआ है क्वेश्चन के साथ में, बट आई एम नॉट एड्रेसिंग दैट ग्रुप इन द रूम. ठीक है, आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक टू दोज जिन्होंने रीडिंग की हुई है, और बहुत सारों ने बहुत अच्छी रीडिंग की हुई है क्योंकि सवाल बहुत अच्छे पूछे हुए हैं. ठीक है, ओके. So hi to everyone. If you're fasting, great. If you're not, that's fine also. All right. I'm not fasting and I will continue to sip my chai. Some of you know that I suffer from bad migraines, and not that that's an excuse, but no, not right now. So here we go. Okay, the first question, actually not the first in the order, but a question that has been repeatedly asked is कि industrialization की ज़रूरत ही क्या है. तो सबसे पहले मेरे ख्याल से it will be very interesting to note कि we need to have a definition of what industrialization is. Some of you have actually what you've done is you've written the question, you've written a little bit of explanation and then you've framed your question, which is a very advanced and very mature way of asking a question. But industrialization is, ironically, I didn't know till I was actually part of an industrialization class कि मैं समझती थी industrialization meant mechanization और machines implement कर देना किसी process के अंदर. But no, industrialization actually is any process that is standardized, any process that is streamlined, any process that has an almost assembly line aspect to things, जहाँ पे कुछ SOPs maintained है, जहाँ पे अगर एक factor of production को निकाल के दूसरा factor of production उसकी जगह पे लगा सकते हैं तो we can continue with production. It is just a standardization of procedures. So industrialization, and definitely with a capital intensive feel to it. Therefore, to say something like उसको दे दो, to say something like industrialization of the agricultural sector is a completely correct statement to make. उससे क्या होगा कि you would be able to see, you would have more practices that are maybe that you can replicate, that you can standardize, and essentially we need to find those standard operating procedures that will enable a higher level of efficiency to be reached with the same capital labor ratio. That is what technological advancement is, कि जो आपके पास capital labor ratio है उसी को आपने एकदम से shift कर दिया. Something's happened that has changed the efficiency or the productivity of the factors of production. Therefore, industrialization, why is it important? Because in order to be able to reach that higher plane, अब यहाँ पे देखो तुम लोग अब मेरे पास आए हुए हो तो मैं बात करूँगी थोड़ी सी एक ग्रोथ थेरीज़ के बारे में. हमने थोड़ी सी बात की है. ग्रोथ थेरीज़ में एक थेरी है जो कि रॉबर्ट सोलो की थेरी है, जिसको आयरॉनिकली नियो क्लासिकल ग्रोथ थेरी भी कहते हैं. नियो क्लासिकल ग्रोथ थेरी मैंने पढ़ानी नहीं है सच, लेकिन उसमें एक बहुत बड़ी बात वो कर देता है कि वो सारी कंट्रीज़ जो है ना वो एक जो भी XYZ की चीज़ें करती हैं और फिर इवेंचुअली दे कन्वर्ज टू अ पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट. इसलिए एक बहुत बड़ा सवाल डेवलपमेंट इकोनॉमिक्स में उठता है, डू ऑल इकोनॉमीज कन्वर्ज, do they all, are we all going to be the same eventually, are we all going to have the same per capita income, are we all going to have the same kind of growth patterns? And clearly I think इस class में तुम लोगों को ये flavor तो मिला है कि नहीं, we are going to go through different points in time but we might end up at different points. इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन क्यों यहाँ पर्टिनेंट है इज़ बिकॉज इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन के डिफरेंट तरीके हैं. आप यहाँ से भी ISI के थ्रू भी जा सकते हो, EII के थ्रू भी जा सकते हो, कॉम्बिनेशन भी आप अडॉप्ट कर सकते हो. आप उन दोनों का कोई सीक्वेंशियल अप्रोच अडॉप्ट कर सकते हो, कुछ चीज़ें बिल्कुल एक्सीडेंटल हुई हैं। तो वो सारा कुछ देखते देखते आपने क्या किया कि यू स्टार्टेड टू रियलाइज़ के no, we are all very different, and we as we are, as all countries are, उनके savings rates different हैं, उनके हालात वाक़यात different हैं, उनके historical backgrounds different हैं, उनकी natural endowments different है। Why Nations Fail में आपने कितनी सारी चीज़ें और explore की कि नहीं इसके अंदर you know the certain institutions, you know you could have institutional development take place, but what kind of institutional development is taking place? So all of these variables, they add layers to Solo's growth theory. ना सोलोस ग्रोथ थ्योरी जिस वक्त उसने वो बात की थी उस टाइम के लिए वो ठीक थी, मैं नहीं क्रिटिक करती उसको, उसने कुछ अजम्पशंस बेस की थी, तो इसलिए हम किसी के अजम्पशन से नहीं लड़ते, लेकिन हम डेफिनेटली उसको यूज़ करते हैं टू सी हाउ वी कैन प्रोग्रेस एंड हाउ वी कैन एडवांस द discussion further. And one of the things we've seen is these industrial growth paths and how you know certain incidents have led to countries progressing faster or slower, or complete disasters or complete success stories that we talk about. अच्छा, एक चीज़ और आपने याद रखनी है कि प्लीज़ 2-3-4 कैंप्स हैं. There's the pro-aid camp, there's the anti-aid camp, there's the pro-ISI camp, there's the clearly the you know the outward-looking camp that is going to. So all these camps are going to come from their point of view, and they're going to talk to you from their point of view. Todero is a textbook, so the good thing is it's actually fairly neutral. लेकिन Todero भी इस तरह का सवाल ज़रूर पोज कर देती है कि जी why is it that we are continuing to follow ISI even though ISI has actually you know seemingly has turned out to be a failure for a lot of countries. But my question is, what about China? What about India? And China and India are those examples where they have successfully managed to convert a primary level ISI. Okay, so there are 3 types of ISI. Primary level ISI जिसमें you are doing import substitution for the primary goods that we were importing. Then आप उसमें intermediary में आ जाओ जहाँ पे आपने intermediary level की goods को substitute करना शुरू कर दिया, and then eventually the most successful type is where you are actually now able to make capital goods inside जो आप पहले नहीं बना पा रहे थे. ठीक है, and clearly India and China, in China तो खैर बहुत ही एक, let's keep China aside. India, while I'm not a very, I think in terms of ISI, India has managed to show to the world that they have converted a comparative disadvantage into a comparative advantage. Now they are exporting those goods that they were primarily initially importing. Makes sense? So what they've done is they went into stage 1, they went into stage 2, they went into successful stage 3, and now automobiles हो गई, कुछ technical you know software development, and you know I won't go into semantics today, guys. I want to basically keep it simple. I want you to be able to read further on industrialization strategies, on case studies, on country strategies once you are you know once you get through this Q&A lecture session. All right, so a question is one successful, the other successful? हमें नहीं पता, हमें क्योंकि इसलिए भी नहीं पता क्योंकि उसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हैं बीच में हो जाती हैं, लेकिन हम यहाँ पे ये सवाल पूछते कि लोग ऐसे करते क्यों हैं. ठीक है, so I think I've answered the question, what industrialization is, why is it important, what comes first. Acha, by the way, a question that has come much later, but I'm going to address it right now, is why were America and UK able to you know industrialize at a particular rate that they were able to. What about Russia? So देखो, we are right now talking about countries after 1945, because industrialization strategies का जो एक तरह का concept आया ना कि हमने ISI follow करना है या EOI follow करना है, was something which was a phenomena for the LDCs, and you guys know the classification of economies better than I do now. Okay, we are talking about economies that are just starting out. हम किस तरह पैसे बचाएंगे या बनाएंगे. ठीक है, तो in that they decide, okay, what comes first. I think बिल्कुल बेसिकली अगर देखें तो I think ISI comes first मेरा ख्याल से, क्योंकि ISI एक ऐसी चीज़ है जो कि आपको पहले ही कह देती है क्योंकि खिड़कियाँ दरवाजे बंद करो, इसको थोड़ा सा इनवर्ड लुकिंग करो, and we will produce first, and then you would dare to kind of you know if so. There's a question I asked in the last lecture, is EOI post ISI? That's a very बहुत ही डीप क्वेश्चन है. इसका ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने बस कह देना कि हाँ जी उसके बाद आता है. इसका मतलब क्या है कि क्या हमें EOI अचीव करने के लिए ISI से गुज़रना ज़रूरी है, या नहीं है, या हम इंडिपेंडेंटली EOI को जो है वो प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, उसको पुट इन प्लेस कर सकते हैं. कैन वी बी आउटवर्ड लुकिंग फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग? कैन वी बी एक्सपोर्ट ओरिएंटेड इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन followers from the beginning, or do we have to go through the stages of ISI, maybe fail, maybe succeed? Is EOI a successful post ISI? Question. Okay, I'm going to stop there and make the other video.